Yo, this your boy Pete Camp, and I'm here to chop it up with you about the Cardi B and Joe Biden interview and how disrespectful it was. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to hit you with a few points. It was disrespectful in like three different ways. Three different sides to how disrespectful this was. But let's get into it. So they did an interview, and a lot of people were mad that why would you talk to Cardi B when there's so many other affluent black folks and intellectuals that you could have talked to about these issues. Now, did I feel that was disrespectful? Yeah, I do. Because I feel like there's so many other people you could have talked to. Michael Eric Dyson. If you want to go the entertainer route, Ice Cube. He's like the only one that had put something on paper as far as the contract with Black America, as far as that would hold politicians accountable going forth in us asking for what we need, and us demanding for what we need to be respected out here. You know what I'm saying? And outside of entertainers, I mean, like I say, you could have talked to President Obama. You could have talked to his wife, Michelle Obama. You could have talked to Michael Eric Dyson, Dr. Claude Anderson. You could have talked to T.I., another entertainer. You could have talked to Killer Mike. You could have talked to D.L. Hughley. I'm naming a lot of entertainers right now because there's a lot of different veins and ways you could have went in the entertainment realm of people that would have talked to you and held you to some type of standard as far as what you were responding with. And then I know I'm naming a lot of men, but as far as women, like Tamika Mallory, and then don't let me forget the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Like, he is one of the main people that you should have been seeking to speak with in this time on these topics. It's so many different ways you could have went and people you could have picked to talk to other than Cardi B. Now, the other side of that disrespect, I felt, disrespected that you would pick Cardi B. But then I also feel disrespected on the same coin, the other side of that black hand, by saying, why would you talk to Cardi B? And I know some of y'all confused right now. Because listen, why is her voice not important? Right? We keep preaching, let's get out here and vote. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's get the people involved. Let's get everybody out here to vote. Our vote counts. Our vote matters. But then you turn around and tell somebody because she a little too ghetto or she really don't talk the way that everybody else talk and she got red hair and long nails and this, that, and other, that her voice don't matter. She had some very good points and some very good things to hold the politician to. Like, what are we doing about this? What are we doing about that? What are we doing about Medicare, about free healthcare, about free education, about, the COVID-19? What's the timeline? When did it stop lying to me? Give me the truth. It was a lot of good gems that she dropped in that interview. She may not have articulated the right way that you wanted to hear it, but it is what it is. Some people identify with her. And who are we to tell her that her voice don't count? If I'm going to tell her voice don't count, that's the same as somebody telling me my voice don't count. I'm from the hood. She stripped on the pole. I frequent strip clubs. I'm just saying. It go hand in hand. Is somebody going to tell me I can't talk because I've been in a strip club and I grew up in the hood? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the hood, but I also went to private school. It don't matter. I know how to balance the line of how to talk and how to not talk, but I know that I identify with my people. And I know she got millions of fans that identify with her. So don't discourage. I feel like it's disrespectful to then turn around and then tell people to go out and vote. But then tell the people that speak like her and talk like her and look like her and got red hair like her and that they can't talk good enough to talk to the aspiring president. Why not? He is serving of the people. That's what the president is supposed to be. Other than the tan example that we got to work with now, it's supposed to be a servant to the people. They're supposed to answer to us no matter how eloquent we talk. So just get over yourselves with that. So that's two ways that it was disrespectful. One, to say that she ain't good enough to talk. Two, You know, I skipped a few math classes. 2, to say that she is not good enough to be heard. I just said the same point, didn't I? I did. But y'all know what I was trying to go with that. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, but the third way that is mad disrespectful was that Joe Biden wouldn't even answer her questions or provide any direction to any of the statements that she had as far as free Medicare, free health care, mothers that need child care as they try to go and work and better themselves and do this, that, and the other. Answers to the truth about COVID-19 and what's the timeline, and give me some truth about how long is it going to take for us to get back to work. And, you know, he never answered. The only thing I heard him say is towards the end of it, where he was like, college education. He was like, college education. Anybody that's under $125,000 a year is going to get free education. Done. It's going to happen. But, come on, Joe. That's why I voted for Bernie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I voted for Bernie, Joe. I'm with you, baby, but you got to do better than this. You got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't answering the questions. You ain't telling me how we going to get there. Now, you said one thing that was true. When she was talking about after-school programs and health care, you was like, well, people don't want to pay for it out of their taxes. No, nobody does. And he was like, well, we're going to have to tax the rich. Any corporation, 15%. I agree with that. I'm with you. They making more money. They need to pay a little more tax. You understand? That's how it got to go. I'm sorry. I don't know. But if we're going to be creative in finding ways to get this money, we need to see a plan. At least if you ain't got one for us to see, which you should have by now. I mean, Ice Cube wrote down 13 things about the black community that need to be addressed. Then 13 things that need to be addressed for the black community. You don't have one of these plans? It should be as you talking. It should be flashing up on the right screen. Okay, well, let me walk you down the things for black people and the things that we're going to try to make happen and the direction that I'm going to steer the country in. Give us something. You've been running for this long. I know you got something. You should have something. Because you spent a good amount of the meeting talking about how the vote counts and how we go, on her first point about getting Trump out. Okay, cool. But Ice Cube said, okay, that's going to happen the first day if he's effectively voted out. So after that, then what? Which way are we going with this? Now, I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you. But you got to do better, baby. You got to do better. We need to see plans. We need to see what budget is this going to come out of? How badly is it going to hurt our pockets? Because I know we're going to have to pay some taxes. I know you have to taxes a little bit, but it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a lot. Is it going to be astronomical to where the point of it's not attainable? If that's what it is, then that's what it is. Maybe we take baby steps to get in there. Maybe we start off with community college instead of 4-year college. I don't know. Whichever way you want to do to take it there, we need to see we need to hear some type of plan from you. Some type of direction. When the fellas line up in the huddle, they looking to the QB to get the play. I need direction. And the QB looking to the coach on the sideline. He calls something in, you know what I'm saying? That's the government is coaching from the sideline. Joe, you run a QB. That's kind of where the president fit in. He run a QB, right? It ain't his team. Sideline really controlling stuff. You got the GMs and the president and the owners that's sending a lot of orders down. They trading people. They doing this, that, and the other. But QB got to he gets the call. He goes in. He gets the team ready. They execute the play. If it's something that looks funny at the line, you audible. You go to something different. You make a hard decision and you move with it. But you got a playlist on your arm, though. You got plays on your arm. You got them memorized in your head. You study them all week. Have you been studying your playbook for Black America, Joe Biden? I'm not saying this to criticize, but Okay, I am saying this criticize, but at the same time, we got to love each other into being better. I'm with you. I'm with you. But come on, man. This is pandering to the black vote. You get Cardi B out of all the people that you could have talked to, that could have refuted a lot of, that could have held you to some type of standard as far as answering the questions that were asked, or as far as having some type of statement to match the statements that they made about Medicare and medical bills and this, that, and the other, and education. We need somebody to wrangle you in and be like, okay, we heard you about Bull Connor and how everything was happening back in the day, and Martin Luther King stepped in and we was doing this and we was doing that. Yeah, but what about the medical plan I just asked you about? What about the college tuition plan I just asked you about? How do we get there? I need to hear some definitive steps on how we get to A, to B, to C, to D, and the rest of the alphabet on down to Z until we make this happen. It may not happen in the next year. I know it's not. It may not happen in this next term, the 4 years. Probably not. I hope the way he said it with, for the fervor that he said it with, that it will happen, but I don't see it happening unless you got some type of steps that you can try to move towards. And then police brutality. What are you telling me about that? I don't want to just keep hearing George Floyd name and Breonna Taylor name and Trayvon Martin name. I don't want to, because we lost count, because it's so many videos that keep popping up. We lost count. I can't keep up with it all. They keep killing us and they don't care. They keep staring at cameras, killing folk, killing black folk, and they don't care because it's not any repercussions. I want to hear from you that when you get on the first day you get in office, you are either going to personally see to this or assign someone that's going to be head of this division that is going to spend their waking days and nights dedicated to getting justice for these people that have passed. And I don't mean just the $12 million settlement that Breonna Taylor family got. That's not enough. It's not enough. 12 million is average for the loss of life that happened, okay? Any number that you put on the loss of life in an injustice like that is not enough. You dig what I'm saying? You could have said 120 million. It's not going to be enough if them officers are still not in jail. You understand? We need both. We need money to help those families get through this hard time, and we need justice. We need everybody that had something to do with somebody doing something when it came to killing these people to be in jail. And not with a slap on the wrist. You understand what I'm saying? They need to be in jail with everybody and every bone in their body broke. You know what I'm saying? Literally and figuratively speaking. All of that. We need all the bells and whistles of what goes along with putting these people to justice. They need to be serving 25 to life, 50 years, whatever it's going to be. You understand? But it need to be something that when we hear, we be like, yeah, okay then. That's what I'm talking about. But somebody need to be dedicated to doing it. Because we losing count. We can't. And people is ready to get back to work. They're getting back to work. You got the NBA and everybody kneeling and not kneeling. And you done gave us a movement to calm us down. Gave us T-shirts. Gave a nice little sayings and I can't breathe and all of this. If you notice, everything is, I can't breathe. And you know what I'm saying? It's all, what's the other one? Hands up, don't shoot. And you know what I'm saying? It's just all passive. Like it's all, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-violent. It's all receiving. Like, oh, stop it. Don't kill me type stuff. You know, what happened to the old sayings? You know what I'm saying? What happened to the Malcolm X, just by any means necessary? And you know what I'm saying? It just, But that's what happens when they give you a movement to move with. I'm not mad at the movement. I'm going to keep rocking with us in the movement because I understand there's some things that you have to, it's a give and take to it. You understand? We got to learn how to work. We got to learn how to work with Republicans too. Candace Owens, her ignorant self, you know what I'm saying? All of them. It's so many of them I can name right now, but she just the first one that popped in my head. You know, just got to hope they come around at some point, but they're not going to come around. We got to pretty much bet on that. But in the midst of that, we got to find a way to work with them to get something done. It's a give and take. If they want to give us a movement, okay, we'll take the movement. But in us taking that movement, what laws are we changing? What can we do to make, this not be fluff? What we can do to make this happen and turn into something that's tangible to where we can say, oh, you did that, you're going to jail. Because if I mistakenly kill someone, I could punch somebody right now. They could slip down my stairs, break their neck, and die. I'm going to jail for many, many years. You understand? So I don't understand how accidental deaths to citizens by the police who's supposed to be protecting us just goes on. It's no repercussions to that. No jail time, just off work. It doesn't make sense to me. But what I need to hear from Joe is something tangible, something to go forth and say, we are going to start prosecuting these people. We are going to start putting the pressure on these prosecutors to make this happen and make sure justice is reformed in this country. You understand what I'm saying? I don't just want to hear the taglines and the tag words, and I don't just want to keep hearing about the problems. We know the problems. We're very versed in it. We've been going through them for a long time. What we need you to do, Joe, now is start to provide solutions. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm only talking like this because I love you. I'm trying to love you into being better. You understand? So if this somehow magically makes it to you, understand I'm not Cardi B. By no means. But I respect Cardi B and how fervent she is in her enthusiasm towards what she's trying to convey to you. But you may think it's cool to pander to some of us like we don't see it. Some of us see it, some of us don't, but it is what it is. But just know that some of us are out here paying attention as well. It didn't go over everybody's head. Don't do that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. I'm not mad at you for trying to play the move. Everybody tried at one point or another. You remember Hillary pulled the hot sauce out her sleeve. Oh, I keep it in my pocket. I get a little hot sauce for my chicken. You don't get Joe. You understand what I'm saying? We see you pandering. I'm not mad at the political ways in which you have to pull these moves to get a couple more votes. But just understand it ain't working on everybody. Just understand when you come to the table with certain people that I've mentioned before, and there's still time left. There's been plenty of time. We've been in the house. Cardi B ain't the only one you can talk to. You talk to Charlamagne, you talk to Cardi B. Cool. Now keep picking. Pick some more names off that list. Some more people that's going to talk to you a little more harshly. Hold you to some of them words that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that I've missed. I didn't, I just made this off the whim. So it's a lot of people I didn't name that he could have talked to, but by no means am I taking nothing away from Cardi, but I'm just telling you that interview was disrespectful in 3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful for us looking down on Cardi. Disrespectful on Joe's part for trying to play that move. You know what I'm saying? Cardi's voice matters too. You know what I'm saying? But it's disrespectful that you didn't throw a couple more notable names in there to talk with. You know what I'm saying? And it's disrespectful that you try to pull that move on us. And then it's disrespectful just all around that you wouldn't even answer some of the questions that needed to be answered. But I'm just saying, just put my 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm at a rally, I'm going to raise my hand. You better understand. And I'm going to be ready to chop it up with you. Huh? So just saying, I'm going to love you until you get it right. But you and Kamala better do something. Talk to somebody right out here because we need to do something. And we got to come with the plans, baby. Solutions. You understand what I'm saying? This your boy P Camp. Let me know what you think. Chop it up with your boy. I've been talking too long, so I'm gonna cut it short. Like, subscribe, hit the button before I slap the wig off your head. But get at your boy, man. Let me know if you think what you think. If you agree, disagree, whatever. Let me know. Holla at your boy one time. P Camp putting the camp stamp on it. Love y'all, man.